Beliefs. Beliefs are powerful because they shape your reality. Ola beautiful soul, let's get into it. Beliefs are just thoughts you keep thinking over and over and over again. But thoughts can be changed. You know that saying, change a thought, change a lot. And it's true. Because this reality, this 3D reality is a mental reality. Everything starts with thought. I couldn't have this phone, this table, this chair without first somebody thinking of it. So think about that for a minute. No pun intended. But everything created starts with thought. Thought before feeling. Spirit before matter. No, physical. Spirit before matter. So thought before feeling. And they say, now I don't know if this is true, but we have approximately 60 to 75,000 thoughts a day. And most of them get in the way. So I did the math on that. If you figured out 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night, and that's 0.9 of a second. Every 0.9 of a second, you're thinking a thought. So the question is, are you aware of what you're thinking? And probably not, because most of us live on autopilot. Joe Dispenza said, the body becomes the mind. And if you think about it, you probably have a lot of the same routines. Maybe you drink and eat a lot of the same things. And you think you want it, but it's really the body in charge of the mind. So, beliefs. Beliefs are just thoughts you keep thinking. I'm good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not rich enough. Oh, I'm the best at what I do. I suck at what I do. Those kind of, because that's a thought. Then it turns into a belief, which becomes part of our personality. Right? And habits. So, in order to change your reality, you have to become a new personality, personal reality. And what you're really changing, to make it easy, is states of being. Because when you are in a state of being angry, it's quite different than being in a state of love, right? It feels different. You're thinking differently. You're talking differently. Everything about every state, if you were to list out a bunch of emotions as an example, you would see that they're all different states. States of being, states of consciousness, awareness. Where's my attention? Oh, that really sucks. That messed up my whole friggin' day. Or, wow, I live in a magical, friendly universe. It just always goes my way. So, the state of being is who am I being and where's my focus? What's my attention on, my energy, my awareness? And if it's always, say, complaining or feeling not good enough, because in order to feel not good enough, your shoulders are kind of hunched over, you don't want to speak up, you're not sure, you're timid. You don't want to be seen. I was just trying to remember back to the days when I felt all that. And you can shift that by thinking new thoughts. But you have to be aware of what you're thinking to break pattern. So for example, I was just totally unconscious for a long time. I just thought what I thought because I thought that's really who I was. I identified with all my thoughts and feelings. And I felt the lowest of the low. I felt like a piece of shit. I was broken. I wasn't good enough. And oh my God, did reality reflect that back to me, right? Because it has to. It can only match what you're projecting. So when I started understanding all this stuff a lot better, I'm the creator of my reality. I'm always choosing. Each moment of now is new. Each moment of now is pregnant with possibility. And I didn't like my life. Well, why in hell would I keep thinking the same thoughts? Whoa, okay, I just got to become aware. Okay. And I would affirm, or I would do things like think things, for a little bit, and then I kept slipping back into my old ways of being. And then I went, you know what? I started feeling like I was going crazy because I knew this stuff. I understood it, but I wasn't embodying it yet. So I started going on a lot of rampages with myself. When I was walking my dogs, I was focused on what I was thinking, and I was only thinking the best things. And that's what I mean by going into glow ups, because what you're doing internally is you're breaking pattern of the old thought repetition. I'm not good enough, I can't, I'm too old, I'm too fat, I'm too whatever, that you've got going on up there, because we all got it. And I started just thinking things I wanted, but repeating it and repeating it and repeating it. So, some people call it, affirmations, robotic affirming. And I think it's necessary, I really believe it's necessary for a while, because you, are breaking pattern, becoming aware of what you have been thinking, like shadow yourself for a bit, just become aware of your thoughts. And then you know that you're not your thoughts, and whoa, I can change this. What am I choosing in this moment of now? Oh, no, I am good enough. Not only that, I am the best. I am the best at everything I do, because it's your reality. Okay, it's like I say I'm the best at everything I do because it's my reality, and it's not. We're not in judgment of anyone. We're not in comparison. We're not trying to outbeat anyone narcissistically. It's not. It's about leveling up to be the best version of yourself, because, good meaning people in our lives have given us messages, over time. Like, it's the media, the advertising, you got to be blonde, you got to be X, so many inches heights or whatever it is, and certain pounds. I'm still kind of, kilograms, whatever it is. They switched it when I was in school, so I have both. But, you got to be blonde, you got to have a big chest, and yada yada. It's like, who made these rules up? And why are we letting the outside tell us who we are? Because the outside will always make sure we're not good enough, because they want to sell us shit, right? Clothing, perfume, whatever. But it's always from the inside out. And when you start thinking better thoughts, then you're going to have better beliefs. No, I can do this. Hell, I've got this. I am good enough. No, you know what? I know I'm worth this. And you start, because you're thinking differently, you have to feel differently, because you're interrupting the neural pathways that have been there for quite a while. Like if you're over 50. But it doesn't matter, because age doesn't matter in all of this. So you start your internal glow-ups, and before you know it, you're going to be walking a little taller. You're just going to start feeling happy. I mean, that's a great affirmation. I'm so happy. I'm always happy. I'm happy. I'm full of joy. I am happy. Every day I get happier and happier, because every day I get healthier and healthier. Who told us that we had to age? Every day I'm wealthier and wealthier. And you start, at first you're not going to believe it, and you're going to have it's the ego. It's the little you, the avatar you going, yeah, but, I don't see any more money. Yeah, but you still got these aches and pains. Yeah, but. You can either say shh, or you can tell it to go fuck itself, because whatever you decide to give your awareness to, your attention to, will grow and thrive. And when you ignore the ones you don't want, eventually they have to dissolve, because energy flows where attention goes. It's like that Dr. Emoto. He did all the water photography. If you haven't seen of him or heard of him, look him up, Dr. Emoto, and you'll see the water crystals from things like thank you, I love you, I appreciate you, and then, I hate you, you're ugly, you suck. And that's what we're doing to our bodies, okay? Because we're not our bodies. We're not our bodies, we're not our thoughts, we're not our feelings. But you can live in a beautiful environment, or one that's chaotic and ugly and stressed out, And we have a lot more control than we realize by our thoughts. But our thoughts create our beliefs. So why would we not believe in ourselves? Because if we're made in the image of God, then at the core, we are perfect, whole, and complete. And I say that a lot to myself too. Because for someone that thinks they're too old, broken, that their past defines them, this is a really good one. I'm perfect, whole, and complete. I'm perfect. I've always been perfect, and everything's unfolding perfectly. Because the more you start to think that way, you're going to feel that way, you're going to start talking and acting that way, and that's when you become magnetic. That's when you become radiance. That's when you become, that person that walks in the room and everyone goes, whoa. And it's not out of fame or what you're wearing. It's just you exude this amazing, beautiful energy because you're embodying the true essence of yourself. So any belief that goes against that, I call it BS, a belief system that's BS. And that's part of the illusion of being here. So change a thought, change a lot. Your beliefs can change really fast because what it is just a belief. It doesn't mean it's true, but it may be true for you because you believe it. So why would you not always want to believe in your favor? Because you are good enough. You are perfect, whole, and complete, and everything's unfolding perfectly. You are amazing. You are beautiful. You are at the right place at the right time. Start talking to yourself like that. Nobody is better than me. Nobody compares to me. I am everyone's top priority. Remember, it's your reality. Wherever I go, I'm in the flow. I'm a queen living her dream, and I always get what I want because I'm the powerful operant of my reality. I love life. Life loves me, and it shows me in every way possible. And see how your reality, because remember, reality is just a mirror, a feedback loop, and it can only feed back to you what you're giving it. This is the power of manifestation. This is the power of up-leveling. This is the power of self-concept as a strong foundation. So yes, beliefs shape your reality, and they're really important. So I hope this has given you some, I know it has, I'm going to assume it to be true, some inspiration to start breaking pattern, become aware of your thoughts, and choose something new. Thanks for listening. Have a super fantastic day.